Let's get them all in there. Let's get them all in there. Whoo, some folks are here. Good day. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Not a pilot is here. Nova stuff.
Are we stopped?
It's too early.
Oh, peasants.
It's too early.
Why don't we take a 5-minute break?
Very good, sir.
Okay, yeah. Let's take a break. Marco's here. Hello, Marco. Hello, Marco. Hello from Texas, Robert Harrison. Hello from Oregon. Welcome in. I've already missed a couple chats. I got to back chat it. Boy, that's hard to say. Cobra, we know he's here. Paradox is here. Welcome in. There is not a pilot. What a unique looking helicopter, isn't it? Isn't it bizarre? I started out here on this screen. One thing I'll mention right now, I'm having trouble getting the new city update to be in my sim. So I'm not sure if it's in my sim. I almost want to pivot and do one of the new cities, but I'm not going to pivot because I don't even know if it works. So that's the situation there. This is the new Cowan Sim CH1. Actually, this crazy thing is a Cessna. I just wanted to show a few liveries before I jumped into the flight. Go through a few liveries. Check the back chat. Did I miss something? Is there more? No. There is not. There is no more. What did I say? Check the back chat. And hello, Shibid. Good morning. Just a new Joel phrase. Check the back chat. I can't always see back into the chat if I'm on those certain screens. And why I keep moving my screens around, I don't know why I'm doing that. My screens on my browser, which I shouldn't be using anyway. I should have like 5 more computer screens, I think. Really, if one more would help, just one more. I don't know if my computer could do just one more. Anyway, a few liveries, a few liveries, a few paint kits of the new helicopter. Excuses. I have no excuse. There's no excuse for what I do. Orange, here's an orange one. Nice yellow one. Never a shortage of liveries. Never a shortage of the liveries here. What is that one? That's like a maroon. Or I guess it's brown. I guess that's brown. I'm blind. Subliminal Black is here. Do you have the eStall livery for the R66 loaded? No, I do not. Also, if I did, even if I did, in 2024, you don't see it. I don't see it. Only you would see it. And I think you're safe flying it because I still think I should still see it as an R66, but you never know. The multiplayer is weird. It's a weird animal. So let's keep going through these as I chat with the chatty chat. That one's more red. We're getting to the good stuff. We're getting in there. Anyway, all of these I think are pretty cool. Isn't this a wild looking thing? Then we got this. They did make some of these for the Army. Can you believe the Army ordered this? We will see, but if not, then in your new, right on. No, I pretty much have stopped loading liveries. I still haven't loaded many liveries except my own. And the livery maker that made a couple of liveries for me made sure that it would still show up as the standard livery. So if the livery maker made it right, everyone else will see it. But we have not. There's only a handful of aircraft that we can see liveries on. And it's sometimes the really old ones. It's weird. Here's another. Is this Army? There's another Army one. That looks like a MASH color there. That almost looks like a MASH color. I never do this. It's fun. It's fun to go through these. Oh, that's nice. I would never do these on my own. There's a lot of them. Where's that really cool one I'm trying to get to? Where there's an ugly green. Always got to be an ugly green one. Always, always. But then there's this one. No, that's not it. Then there's a nice blue and a very nice red. Did I miss it? There it is. I missed it. Ah, the shark. There's a shark livery just straight up looking like a shark. Not even looking. I mean, it's got gills. It's got gills and everything. I almost feel like I should fly that one. I'm going to fly that one. What the heck? Having some issues loading in a flight after the city update. Oh, don't tell me this. I'm having some issues seeing the city update. And somebody took a photo in the map saying they didn't have the city update. I don't know what that tells you when you're in the map. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. What city are we starting in? Kilo Papa Victor David, near Providence, Rhode Island. I'm really early for the Flight Sim Association event. I'm very, very early for the event. Oh gosh, I think I might need to open my Manuel. It's a pretty big airport for this little part of the city. We flew this a year ago, a little over a year ago, and everyone really enjoyed it. There's some great lighthouses, a couple cool things. Do I have the right airport? Because I see nobody. Theodore Francis. Yes, I do. It's the right airport. Hello, Storm. Storm, what's going on? Yeah, I see nothing. Maybe the city update broke everything. Oh, don't say that! Ah! Sorry. I didn't say anything. I did not say anything. Not a thing. We're in an old part of the world, of the U.S., so I tried to find some older U.S. music. I see people now. I might load in a minute. Might be there momentarily. Let's see how it goes. I see a whole lot of people. Hello, everyone. It's so grand, and then nothing is happening. Everyone's moving around. It's got to be loading. You had to jinx it, didn't you, Marco? Oh, fiddlesticks. I think if you flew all the way to Providence, this is where you would land, I think. I was going to fly to Boston or something and take a train. That was my plan back when I was going to the event, Flight Sim Expo 2025. If you can go, I still recommend it. I think I will always recommend it. It's really fun. Oh no, I'm frozen. I'm totally can't do nothing. Can't do a thing. How long should I give it? This is going to be a restart, is what this is going to be. I wonder if going through my liveries caused a problem. So I can go back to here. Let's just try it here. Not zoomed in so much. I'm just going to try it again. Look at all the folks now. We'll just go ahead and give it another whack-a-mole. Give it another... Hey, it's Tuesday, isn't it? It's Tuesday. Welcome. Welcome once again to Troubleshooting Tuesday on the Flights with Joel Simulator channel. Woohoo! Oh, yes. If it doesn't start after 25 rotations of the spinning thing in the corner, it ain't gonna... Yeah, I think you're right about that. I never counted the rotations. I go by time. I always go by time. Give it a quick whack. Whack! I need a hammer sound. Here we go. Whack! Come on, folks. Oh, there was something that was really loud. There. That was my controller on the desk. I had complaints about that. Go back to main by hitting escape. Well, hitting escape doesn't work for me, but hitting the B key does. Hitting the B key works, and then going back. And now I'm at main, and don't touch nothing, but just hit fly now. Okay, so hit free flight, and then fly now. Here we go, Troubleshooting Tuesday. Let's see if it works. Free flight, and start flight. I think that's what you meant. You said fly now, but I'm trying this because someone else said if you start from further up, somehow it helps. 1, 2, 3. I'm counting the rotations now. 5, 6. And there we go! It worked! Hello, ladies and gentlemen! We are here! Woohoo! That needs one of these. I'm here and there are people outside right here. It did the normal thing. It did it. It's normal thinging. I just have to relax a minute, get my breath, catch my breath. I just gotta catch my breath. I don't hear the sim. There it is. There's my sim sounds. That is the sound of the sim. Hit ready to fly, dude. See what happens. I think I even saw myself in that picture. We can't do any, we don't really do anything out here. This is the Cowan Sim CH1 from Cowan Sim. It is really built for 2020, as far as I can tell from what I read. It's really a 2020 heli, but it works in 2024. So it has all the benefits of 2024. I guess you would say that. Does this work? Oh, it does. I have to readjust. There we go. I am now centered. I have not been able to catch up with you, but thanks for the raid the other day. We appreciate the love. Oh, you bet. You bet. That's how that's why I'm still streaming, because of people raiding. That's why I'm still here. So let's have a look around here. We'll do this like as if I was doing a video. Take a little look around. So far, my favorite part is this. That grill. Isn't that cool? It just looks awesome. The paint breaks up a tweeny bit. And the blade has got some wear. It was a nice wear. Nice wear on the blade. At least some of them. This one doesn't. This one just looks like whatever. Got a llama coming in. Llama ding dong. Oh, I don't have a pilot in. Well, that's interesting. I have no pilot in this one. That is wild. Let's go back to the back. I'm going to jump out here. I'm going to jump in here. And we're going to zoom in here. I'm going to show you that the tail, has some nice animation. See, very, very nice animation. However, the rotor, the more important part, has no animation. So I'm moving the collective now, and not only does the collective not move, but nothing else moves. Now I'm moving the cyclic. So the cyclic moves inside, but it moves none of those beautiful things outside, which is just, it's a little too bad. If Nenmith can do it, which last week we did the killer helicopter, all this stuff moved. And look at that beautiful. Look at how nice that is. It's so nice. Now the sim won't load. Oh, I'm so sorry, Marco. Getting lots of helicopter sounds. Very nice. Oh, yes, I'm being surrounded. Now we jump back inside, and of course all the doors open, and they don't kick you out of the aircraft when you open the doors. You can just open and close the doors and not be kicked out. Can I jump in the back? Did I set that yet? I didn't set the back. Let's set up a back seat. There we go. And set that up. Boom. So now, yes, boom. Isn't that weird that that is the drive shaft for the blade, for the rotor, just right in the middle, just smack dab in the middle. Oh, does anything happen here? No, nothing happens there. That's probably a panel for maintenance. I assume that's a maintenance panel. And another kind of cool thing, I should do this after I start it. Hello, everyone. The starting location, title states KHEZ. It's actually it's Kilo Papa Victor David. Did I not push done? Let me check my stuff out here. Oh, it's got two things. I see what happened. I see exactly what I did. Thanks for pointing that out. I'm going to fix that. I didn't get rid of last. I didn't delete enough stuff. So let me hit that. And... oh, no, this is really... no, that's right. Okay, now it should be correct. Now it should be absolutely correct. Kilo Papa Victor David. We've got it. Beer pocket, he says. It has a lighter, which I don't know if it works. Well, it doesn't come out. Oh, it says, don't burn yourself. Okay, so now I kind of like, I really have a pet peeve about the little labels on everything, but now I like them. That's really awesome. And then it's got this. There you go. Well, thank you from the developer. And that closes it right there. Do these work? Yeah. Show hide door. Oh, look at that. That's how you take the doors off. Whoa, learn something new every day. I like it with the doors on so far. Going to restart your computer again. Okay, we'll be here, Marco. Yeah, you better hurry, because, you know, I will be all started up and almost done with the flight by the time you can restart a computer. Everyone knows that. Okay, now I'm going to see... oh, first of all, the throttle works with my device where I want it. Collective is not working. Whoops. No collective. Is that because it needs hydraulics or something? Maybe it needs power. Some collectives need power to move. That's a little odd. I thought it worked last time. I better check myself. Let me check myself here. So I go here, and I go, let it load, and search input. That's a collective axis, so it's correct. I think the collective is not moving without the helicopter power. I don't know, that's strange. I am a little mystified. Okay, let me check another thing. I may have forgotten to open my manual, so I'm hoping this works. Yes, it does. Pre-flight. Battery, oh, it doesn't have the little things, so you have to find everything yourself. Battery switch is, where'd it go? Primer switch. Battery switch on. It doesn't have the little lights that light up, you know, so it's not fully 2024. Generator switch off. Governor switch off. Governor switch is this one right here. And I have that programmed too. Let's see if that's still working today. So, yep, that's my governor switch. So that's working. It is off. Idle switch to off. Idle switch is here. This is a new one for us. That's low idle. Primer switch, fuel pump switch. Uh-oh, I don't know where the idle switch is. Oh, clutch. Idle switch or clutch off. So that's this. That's right there. Idle centrifugal clutch. Flutch or clutch. Twist grip throttle. On collective, roll to minimum. So I've done that. That's minimum. Fuel gauge switch on center console. Check fuel. Check fuel, center console. Oh, where is it? Ew. There's my amps. That's my climb. Fuel, I have no fuel. Oh, really? It's empty of fuel, is that right? That is not right. The gauge is wrong. Check fuel on center console. Yeah. My fuel says I'm empty, but I'm not empty. Now my battery is on. What did I miss? Throttle, idle, governor switch. Yeah, no, that's weird. Fuel valve on, center console. This is here. That's off. That's on. So it's on. Fuel pump switch on. I wonder if the fuel pump switch will then show me fuel. Fuel gauge on. Oh, well, I need my fuel gauge on in order to check fuel. That's my problem. That's on, and the fuel pump switch on. That's very interesting. So this may not be 100%. Ignition switch on both. And that is... Where did I find that? Oh, that's the key. So you can use a starter, which the starter is not working for me, or the switch to start it up. Prime breaker on. Primer breaker on. So let's put these on both. And then primer breaker on is this one. That's on. Mixture to full rich. That's that one. Look at that knob. Isn't that funny? Got it. Primer switch hold for 3 to 4 seconds. Primer switch. Primer switch here. 2, 3. Okay. Very good. Ignition switch to start on panel. There it is. It started. We have a start. Generator switch on. That is here. There we go. Oh, ignition switch to start. I got that. Fuel pump switch can be turned off. You should have a start. Temperature gauge switch on center console. Temp gauges. Boom. Trim mechanism switch on. Trim mechanism switch. Landing light switch on. I think we're just going to go and probably, whoops, turn these on. I don't need panel lights, position light, rotating beacon, and radio. So I think I turned something off. Panel lights, position lights, rotating beacon, radio switch. Now we go to run up. We need the governor switch on. And let's see what happens when I turn on that governor switch. Where are my... Here's my needles right now. There are my needles. That's my engine and my rotor. So that's very cool that those are switched out like that. Very awesome. Idle switch on. So governor switch on and then idle switch on. Governor switch on. Idle switch clutch on. Low idle breaker on. Pushed in. It is pushed in. Okay, that's in. Throttle. Slowly roll to 1500 engine RPM. Slowly, it says. Because this light went on for me last time. Is it already on? That's my transmission light, and that went on last time. I'm just about at 1500 now. Very slow. Oh, great sounds. Okay, the clutch should be starting to turn. Idle and check gauges at certain nominal gauges, needles in green. Needles in green. Slowly increase throttle until governor engages. Check governor holding at 2950. So slowly go until the governor engages. There it goes. Oh, it's loud out here. It's very loud out here. There we go. Okay, it's engaging. We want to get it up to 2950, which I was not able to do. 360 rotor RPM, needles in green. So that is right. That is right here was what we're looking at. Don't burn yourself. I love this. Oh, it's also right there. Hello! Still turning it up. Still rolling it up. And then the last thing is fly, have fun. So once we get the throttle up, we fly and have fun. Take our time, and maybe that wasn't red before. Maybe it was the sun hitting it. All my gauges are on. It said to turn the panel lights on, so I'll turn panel lights on. Oh, is that not in? Whoops. Did I just kill it? No, I'm good. Oh, somebody jumped inside of my aircraft, as per usual. Almost there. Almost there. Got people outside. Woohoo! Welcome in, everyone. A little bit of a circle around Providence, and then we'll be looking at a couple of lighthouses, and then just rolling our way along. Uh-oh. Hey, get off of me! Who is that? Of all the gin joints in all the world, you had to pick this one. Okay, keep rolling up the throttle. I probably could go faster. The red light probably just stays that way. Really like the sounds. Lots of rotor swooshing. You can hear the engine. It's obviously a turbine. A turbine. It's a gas engine. It is not a turbine. I'm almost there. We want to get this at the bottom just before that 3,000. Yep, today it's working. Whoa, no, no, no. Don't do that. Reset trims. Okay, I'm glad I was paying attention because that almost got me. Almost got me. And I don't know where the governor switch is. Oh, it's right there. So my governor switch should be on now. There it is. Now my governor switch is on. It should keep everything governed. Should keep everything governed. Let's set my altitude. Not the B key, the comma. Who's that out there? Who's that out there? And is that Cobra? I think that's Cobra. Hey, Cobra. And X Objections also here. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. So we're going to do a flyby of the convention center where the Flight Sim Expo is going to be, if I can find it. And then there's like 5 bridges there. I'm just curious what they look like. They may look like nothing. They may look like something. This is a medium helicopter to fly. In the advertisements, it said, oh, look at them all. Look at them all. Let's check this out over here. Look at all these cool helichoppers. Somebody is in a jet. What is the deal? Oh, I don't see it that way. Interesting. See, you never know what our multiplayer is going to do these days. You never, ever know. Oh, boy. Excited for the updates. In SU2, there are updates, lots of updates for the H125, and there are also, I read one place where there are updates to the, not 175,000. No, we'll just do that. Now that should give me a pilot. The only thing I'm not wild about is that the pilot is Cohen Sim himself. So that's the only pilot you get. He made a model of himself, which is cool, but it would kind of be nice if there was an option, but that's what you got. You have the developer flying you around. That's the developer flying the helicopter. I'm trying to remember his first name. I met the dude. I've seen him many times. Going through so we're just going straight, almost straight north into Providence, and just sort of fly around. Then we'll head back down to the Palmham Rocks Lighthouse. Palmham Rocks Lighthouse, and that'll be fun. First of all, let's see if it'll hover. Oh boy, I'm having trouble today. This was much easier the last time. Like, much easier. What happened? What did you do? Wind? 16 knots. Yes, that would be it. 16 knots of wind on my tail. Whoa, dude. Oh my gosh, I'm losing control here. I'm supposed to be the one that's good at it. Jeez! Holy crap. This guy doesn't want to fly right. There we go. There we go. I'm getting it. Okay, wow. That was interesting. Well. I disabled the new city update and got Radiant. Oh, that sucks. So maybe I'm okay. No, maybe I'm having an okay time because my city update doesn't work. It is not working. All right, we'll just make our way up the taxiway. Take off on the taxiway. I'm way too high. I'm well beyond a hover taxi already. This is not the best helicopter flying of the day. I think the winds are a bit gusty. That's why I'm having trouble. Very light helicopter. I've got some more information about it as I fly along. I'll try and read some more info. It is a fascinating helicopter. The first and only, there's the windsock. The first and only Cessna helicopter. Not exactly made by Cessna, but they tried. Curious if it says in the article that I found why it didn't work. Like, what happened? What happened, man? There we go. Welcome to Tuesday Red Heron Sim Pilot Group. We're flying the helicopters as we always do. We are in Rhode Island, near Providence, trying to get there. Woo, we got a lot of flyers today. Welcome, everyone. Looking good. Looking good. You may have heard us talking about a city update. There's a city update 10 today. Yes, we're flying a shark. Hey, Pacelli, how you doing? Look. Ah. Oh, and the window's open. I wonder if I did that. I wonder if I opened the window or if it's just opened all the time. Oh, interesting. We've got some air coming in. It's about 64 degrees here. We have a... You had to do it, didn't you? You had to do it. Oh my gosh. That is the song of the day. That's the blurb of the day. So the one thing about this one and many of the Cowan Sims is my thumb is sitting on the trim. It's just sitting there. Eventually it will work, but I really got to trim the heck out of it. Now I got to turn the power down because I'm going too fast. But you've really got to trim this thing. And what is my speed? So I'm just a little over 100 with a small elderly helicopter. That's about what you're going to get. Downtown Providence just ahead, and the convention center should be near there. This is my little... I'm still plugging the Flight Sim Expo, even though I can't be there. If you can be there, it's a great community. It's a great thing. Try and do it online. Do it online. Captain Norris's rating of the party of 2. Welcome in. Hello. For 1403, I'm not sure what you mean by that chat. JMB aircraft, ready to take off. Configuration, engines turn off. Can you try to help me? Well, yeah, that's a little hard to do right at the moment. Right in the middle of what I'm doing. Thank you so much for the raid, Captain Norris. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for that, Red Heron. It's very hard to troubleshoot someone in the middle of a stream in a different aircraft. So, here we are. I think that's the convention center right there. I think I can see it. It's either this building just below me. No, it's the next one. Should we land on the convention center? It's got to be that right there. That right there. So we should probably land on it, right? Well, it's one of those. It's one of those two. Okay, let me Let me turn around and go land into the wind, and we'll just do a quick stop here. So far, so good. Actually, it's doing quite well. Now I have to trim again. And we'll see if the building is solid. It should be. Very small city. I'm more than a little bummed that I have to miss this. Just other life things have gotten in the way. It's not that I don't want to be there. Of course I want to be there. But I have other trips taking precedence. Oh, thanks, Captain Norse. Appreciate that. Well, you were going to help, but he left. It's especially hard to help people if they just leave, isn't it? Yeah, we got one down. And look at all the area looks pretty cool. Oh, whoa, that was a hard landing. Ouch. I have to have a little patience today. It's almost like flying the 22 in some ways. It gets a little squirrely. Go over here and see what this guy's doing. Isn't it cool? Oh, let me do a thing. Shout out to Captain Norris. Thanks for coming in. It is much appreciated. Did I just freeze everything? Yeah, my sim just froze. Oh no, we're good. We're still good. A quick overview of this helicopter. This is the CH-1 Skyhook. It is the only helicopter ever built by the Cessna Aircraft Company. It was the first helicopter to land on the summit of Pikes Peak. We've been there twice in the last couple months. And the last piston engine helicopter to set the helicopter altitude record. Try this again. It is the last piston engine helicopter to set the helicopter altitude record. So all subsequent records, I guess, were sent by turbine. The CH-1 had a single two-bladed main rotor and a front-mounted reciprocating engine, which gave the aircraft a stable center of gravity. So that's what you see in that grill. That is the engine that you see in the front there. It's semi-monocoque airframe, greatly resembles its light airplane siblings built by Cessna. I can't really say it does. The CH-1 was named Skyhook for the civil market, similar to the marketing names used in the Cessna single-engine airplane line, such as Skyhawk, Skylane, and Skywagon. Now it makes sense. The United States Army designated the CH-1C as the YH-41 Seneca. While the CH-1 achieved several helicopter firsts and set a world record, it never became a commercial or military success. That's really too bad. Unfortunate. I was going to see if it said why. It doesn't really say why. There is a picture of one. It doesn't even say where. Nope. There's a nice little picture of an actual one. Oh, he's got the check. Oh, I should have used that. I forgot. I forgot about my checklist. Let me show that off in just a second. There. That's an actual one. I've never seen one even in a museum. And I don't know. I'll keep reading the article, see if it says if there's any operating. I think this is a shopping mall, looking right at JCPenney sign and a Macy's sign. Well, I was close. It could have been a convention center. If this is the shopping mall, then the convention center is, let's see. Oh, no, that's next to it. The JCPenney sign is next to it. That is Providence Place. This is not, in fact, the convention center. It's right around here. Oh, let me look on my map because I can tell easier. I did find it on my map. It is, I mapped it out. Where'd I go? Oh, it's just off my nose. It's just off the nose of my aircraft, the convention center. So it's just off this way somewhere. Somewhere out here. But you can see how it's easily walkable city. I don't know which one of these buildings would be the convention center. One of them. I don't think it's tall. I think it's smaller. It's across, let's see, where's the freeway? It's right across the freeway from us. Oh, no, I think we're on it. Across the freeway from the mall. Yeah, I think that's, see? No, this is the cinemas. This is the mall. Macy's. Dude, that's the mall. Maybe this little thing here is the convention center. The convention center is right by a hotel. There's a walking bridge right there. I love those in any city I go to. There's a lot of those in, I think, Toronto? What are the Canadian cities? Could be Vancouver, but I think it's Toronto. And there's their Capitol building out there. We are on top of Macy's. Well, now, if we go to the... Oh, actually, I think... Oh, there it is. I think this is the convention... No, that's a parking lot. Maybe it's one of these here. One of these that these hotels are connected to could be the convention center. That is got a lot of trucks. That's not the convention center. What is this? Dunkin' Donuts? That is a Dunkin'... Well, maybe the convention... Anyway, it's around here. It's this or something like this. Because, yeah, right across the freeway. We're just across the freeway from it. We're so close. Come on. So close. I don't know why you think we're on top of a Macy's. What a crazy notion. What a notion is that? Boy, there's a lot of exciting stuff happening in the real world, in my world. There's a friend of ours just sold a house. Other friends have just gotten engaged or having an engagement party. Dunkin' Donuts, yeah. Oh, so if it's the Dunkin' Donuts Center, that's probably the convention. That's probably it. That's probably what they're talking about, is Dunkin' Donuts Center. All right, moving on. More big music. Let's go find a lighthouse. Oh, let me center my helicopter, my trims, because it is a tricky one. There we go. All good. This is a better takeoff than the first one today. Much, much, much better. Anyway, if you go to Providence, you'll find it. You'll have an address. You'll not be flying in a simulator. It'll be easy. It'll be great. Look at all the nice signage here, though. It's got a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, boy, the trim just really takes forever. Anyone else having trouble trimming? And this is not one of the 10 cities, as the bridges are not redone. There's a whole bunch of bridges here, but they are just your standard bridges. Wow, look at all that power. That must be a power station. That looks funny. That looks funny. That's Fox Point that we just passed over. Again, I'm trying to trim. It's just not seeming to have an effect. Really not seeming to have an effect. I think we have a fellow pilot ahead of us at the lighthouse. That's what I thought. Okay, it's not just me. There just isn't much trim. Because look at that. That is full forward. At least my collective works now. That might be part of the problem. I have too much power in. If you overpower it, you run out of trim. So if you firewall it, don't be Joel, don't firewall your helicopter. I think that's my problem. Yeah. Once I put the collective down, I have plenty of trim. That is definitely an issue. Definitely an issue. And I think that's my lighthouse. Also, it stops rather quickly. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, too quickly. Let's see if I can do a better job of this one than the last one. Am I still going 100 miles an hour? I am. Holy mackerel, it doesn't want to stop. Yeah, that sucks. Flight dynamics are a little weird, but it's also extremely windy. It's extremely windy. And for all I know, it flies exactly like a Cessna CH-1, right? What do we know? I should just ask, has anyone on the stream flown the Cessna CH-1? I would say recently, but I can say ever. Look at this thing. I might get to go visit a super nice lighthouse on Thursday or Friday in Crescent City. I just found there's a lighthouse down there, and it's only really accessible at low tide. So I have to see if I can get in there and take some pictures for everyone and have a slideshow when we come back. It's a race to get into the lawn. Who can get on the lawn first? There's only so much room. And it's windy, and this thing is hard to fly. Oh, Cobra's coming in. Cobra's coming in. He might get it. He might get there first. And plunk. Oh, Cobra made it. Cobra won. Whoops. Okay, that's... The lawn is very soft. It must have rained a lot here. Jeez. Okay, down, down, down. There we go. That's better. That is a smidge better. Let me see what I got. Let's see what I got here. There we go. Uh-oh. Janet. Janet fell over. Hello, Janet. Oh, she's gone. I do have some stuff to read here. I have a reader board. I have something. There we go. That's easier. Now you don't have to see my head track. We have got... well, go back to it. Oh, I think I just messed up. I closed something I didn't want to close. This is the Palmham Rocks Lighthouse in Riverside, Rhode Island. This is a really good model. It looks really good. Only accessible to the public and FPRL members through escorted guided boat tours provided by the Friends of Palmham Rocks Lighthouse, which is FPRL. No private boats, canoes, or kayaks are permitted, and especially helicopters. Now booking for 2025 season. Gift card. Give an experience that'll last a lifetime. Rhode Island. Oh, look! Look at this. Ooh, this is kind of cool. The Rhode Island license plate is this. It's that where we are. Isn't that cool? It's kind of fun. And then if we go back up, there's an actual picture of it. Let's see if we can make that bigger. Don't crash my computer. Oh, you can get it's a calendar. You can buy a calendar. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. Looky there. Yeah. The lighting is good. The ocean looks amazing right now because of the wind. There's lots of nice wind. Cool. It's the same picture. Yeah, that is nice. Alrighty. Where am I and how do I get back to my plane? Nope, not like that. As soon as I get back to my aircraft, I will switch back to my... There we go. Switch back. Trim it out. We're going to another lighthouse right away. The first two things today are lighthouses. Another just 19 miles. Is that it? Yeah, just 19 miles to the Beavertail Lighthouse and Museum. 19 miles down the road if I don't smash into all this stuff. Because it's windy and this fly's crazy. There we go. Good, good, good. Woo! Wow. Oh no, look at that! Nova stuff. Nice attempt. Nice attempt, but I think you're down. I think you're kind of down right there. That was probably... Oh, geez. I cannot go outside and still fly. That messed me right up. Right up. Now, how's my gas? My fuel has burnt. I don't have any fuel left. Now, why is that? Why is the fuel gone? Let's turn... Oh, that's the fuel gauge. It's the fuel pump I could turn off. My fuel gauge has to be left on. Fuel pump. And also, I forgot, there's a checklist right here. So I could have used this for the checklist, and this is probably more accurate. So right there is the checklist, which is nice. It's, again, hard to read. It's a little hard to see without head tracking. There you go. Put that away. Sometimes I like to see if the in-sim stuff works. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Helicoptero Virtual. It's pretty awesome. I'm running out of trim again, though. I think I have too much power in. If I overpower it, I lose the trim abilities. There we go. And it's beautiful out here, if I can get a little picture of it. There we go, as we leave Rhode Island. I mean, Providence, as we leave Providence. We're still going to be in Rhode Island for a minute. It's a shark! I really wish I could fly out there more. It's, so the side-to-side trim is actually working much better than the lateral trim. Got that right? The lateral trim is a little tricky. The horizontal trim, no, it's the other way around. The horizontal trim is a little tricky. The lateral trim seems to be working just fine. And I want to go more straight. No reason. We want to go this way more. There we go. Okay. I might get a little tired of the waltzes. It was just a thing when we were in Rhode Island. I thought this might be okay. We'll switch that up. This ought to have some smoke, don't you think? Should have some smoke. Smoking. Alrighty. Still here. We're still here. Oh, I am getting it fast again. It's another one of those kind of touchy ones where I'm either going too fast or I'm going too slow. Too fast or too slow. Is that my lighthouse or is that a tower? That is a tower. There's an airport right there. I can't believe we haven't gone 19 miles yet. So that is something state. Airport is Quonset? Quonset state? Like a Quonset hut, I think. Right there. I do have my AI aircraft on as far as I know. Oh, maybe I turned it off because I don't see boats either. Yeah, I must have turned it off. I totally must have turned it off. Don't go right over the airport. Oh, well, or do. I suppose right over is better than in the landing pattern of the runway. Oh, gosh, I forgot to say Happy Earth Day. Happy Earth Day, everyone. Hope the Earth treats you well today. For Earth Day, actually not for Earth Day, but in honor of Earth Day, I'm going to the Redwoods again. In the middle of the two other things that came up kind of out of the blue. So that will be very nice. It was our anniversary. And we are on our, I guess, our wood anniversary. So we're going to go to the woods. Magical place. I go there. I haven't been there for a couple of years. I used to go there every year. And I would bring back lots of pictures for the Twitch stream. No. Yes, Twitch stream. This is Twitch, right? I'm getting confused where I am. I'm doing other social media. I have another social media post that's at nearly 1 million viewers. Is that a helipad? No, that's the runway. Yeah, I'm right in the way of this. Right in the way of this airport. I have no idea how those guys are going so fast. Did you switch helicopter? Did he switch helicopters? No, same one. Oh, and he's got the passenger with him. The gorgeous passenger. I cannot get it to go that fast. Maybe if I, let's see, put in some throttle and just slam it forward. For once, you can't complain about me flying too fast. Huge bridge out there. What bridge do we have coming up? Oh, there's another lighthouse that's not represented in this sim. That is just Highway 138. That's all it says. It doesn't say what the name of the bridge. But there's supposed to be a lighthouse just right before the bridge, but there's nothing there. Or a light, anyway. Plum Beach Light is supposed to be right there. Not seeing it. I don't think I have found an outside air temperature. There's nice shake. I just noticed that. Look at the shake. It's not super noticeable when you're back here flying. I was more concentrating on keeping it in the air. But it's got a very nice little shake. It's 21C. Hey, thank you for following Fleet of the Cleave. Fleet of the Cleve, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, welcome to the flights. Cheers to you. Just a water cheers today. I'm drinking nothing but water right now. What's everyone looking at? What is going on over here? What is the freaking story? What is the story? What is the deal? What's the dealy-o? People just landing on the bridge? This massive bridge? I think that's it. Alrighty. Great place to land. Trying to reenact an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. That was in Florida. Does look like a similar type bridge, though. The ghost popping in. How you doing? Yeah, the consistency of this thing is interesting. It doesn't want to stay at one speed. It just goes and goes. So there's supposed to be a light right about where the red heron label is. There's supposed to be a light. Or maybe it's on this island. Maybe on this island is where the light is supposed to be. Just here. I have just enough spring in my step. I have just enough spring in my controller to make it so flying aircraft is still fun, but it's just enough to make it so this one is a little much. This particular one, helicopter, is a little bit exhausting because I have to keep tension on the forward tension on it the entire time. This must be where the light is supposed to be that we don't have. Josh Cohen, that's him. Right there, Joshua. Flying along with us. What's that? Rocks? No squirrels. No squirrels yet. Or I'd have to turn around. I wonder if that's the lighthouse straight ahead of me. That could be it. That could be it. It's the last thing no, that's not it. That's the last thing I have information for is this next lighthouse. And then it's just flying and guessing. Guessing where I am. Where am I? It's cool to see everyone, so many people in the... Look at that. Look at all these folks. We got Helisim Pilot. We got New York Serpico. We got Red Heron. We got Klatsky. Or Tom. We have Tailrotor. Dennis. Objections. Subliminal Black. Serious Pilot. Rad Pilot Randy. Hawkwind. I know we also have Marco and Cobra. Follow me to the lighthouse. I can't see you. I don't see your label. And which lighthouse are you talking about? Are you way back there? Oh, you're just there. Okay, I see. Now I see ya. I'm going to beat you, man. You're not even keeping up in that silly little H-160. You can't even keep up with this shark. Just about to join. Happy to be back. All right. Right on. I got to slow down because I'm going to go right past it. Right on past it. Hold my beer. That's a new one. Wow, I've never heard that. Hold my beer. I think that should be that phrase should now be restricted to Jackie Chan and Mike Tyson. No one else should be able to say that. Why those two? No reason. No particular reason. I have a 14 knot wind pretty much on my nose. Looks like it's on my nose. This one is also very cool. Also very cool. Oh, I'm going to try and remember to mention this later, but I'm really kind of bummed I got to miss tomorrow's flight. Tomorrow there also is a flight on Discord with the RotorSim pilot group. Many of you know that, but in case you don't, it's a Discord flight just like this one, but on Discord. And everyone's on comms, and you can hear everyone talking and kibitzing. There'll be kibitzing. And I think the way we're honoring Earth Day is we're doing this in a simulator instead of actually flying 20 helicopters out to a lighthouse. Here we go. Whoop. We're going to have to turn it off, turn the light on, turn the dark on, turn the whatever. We're going to have to switch it up in a second. Oh, yes. Where is my light? Okay, not that one. So we will go out here. We'll stay here for the moment, and I'll look up my stuff. King Bob's Kingdom, cheers. Where in New England are you flying? We just left Providence. So we're on Rhode Island. We just left Providence. I'll throw the map up so you can see where we are. Here's my little nav maps. And there's Jamestown. And we're at this lighthouse. Beavertail Lighthouse and Museum is where we are right there. Castle Hill Lighthouse is not in the sim, but it's right there. We are going past the breakers, which I can't remember what that is. What is another point of interest? So we just came from... We started up there. We started up here in Providence. And that's where we are. That is where we're at. So the nearest airport is actually... What is the nearest airport to here? The nearest airport is Kilo Uncle Uncle Uncle. Kilo Uncle 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 is the nearest airport if anyone is interested. There you go. And my flight plan just did a really weird thing in my map. Look at what that is, the strangest thing. What did I do? Oh, I see. I did that. I don't know how I did that. But I did that. And the map doesn't think I've been anywhere. According to the map, I have not flown 1 mile. Trying this again. Yes, this is what we want while I talk a little about... yeah, looks beautiful. Look at that. Looks gorgeous. This is the Beavertail Lighthouse, which is interesting because I live in Oregon, which is... The beaver is our animal, our state animal. Beavertail Lighthouse was built in 1856 and is the premier lighthouse in Rhode Island, marking the entrance to Nantucket Bay. The 64-foot, 20-meter lighthouse lies on the southernmost point of Connecticut Island in the town of Jamestown, Rhode Island, in Beavertail State Park, on a site where beacons have stood since the early 18th century. The light provides navigation for boats and ships entering Nantucket Bay in the East Passage. Am I saying that right? I don't think I am. Narragansett Bay in the East Passage between Connecticut Island and Newport, Rhode Island on Aquanic Island. Other lighthouses are visible from Beavertail Lighthouse, such as Castle Hill Lighthouse, Point Judith Light, and Rose Island Light. If you're not just in a simulator, there's more good pictures. There's some good pictures of this one. Good pictures. We'll go back and forth here. So we got this. And yeah, look at the night lighting. It looks great. And that's with no enhancement. I think that's unenhanced. Just the 2024 stuff. Nothing else. That's where it is. But there's a cool picture of the light. 4th order fixed beehive Fresnel lens. This was the last such lens installed at Beavertail Light in Jamestown, Rhode Island. The last of that type of lens. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Trying to do tricky things and I'm not watching what I'm doing. There we go. There we go. Oh. Gan, not can. Narragansett. Narragansett. Just like it's spelled. Narragansett. Gan, okay. Is that better? I think that's better. So, King Bob's Kingdom, are you from the area? Are you from this area here? I almost clicked on your name, but you're in the wrong, you're in a different, there we go. I can kind of see here. Spying on your channel. Oh, also a pilot. Also a simulator channel. Very good. Very nice. Nice to see you. The main activity is over on Twitch, but I've started to stream there on the YouTube also, just to check it out. Okay, back into the, look at the lights, the helicopter lights. Let me do this. That is, that's fun. That's fun right there. New Jersey, but traveled extensively in New England. Oh, sweet, sweet. New England just seems like a super nice spot to visit. All right, let's switch back over here. See if I can remember what button I'm on. I'm on that button. And I need to hit my trims. Hit my trims. Zero it out. We're now going to go across towards... Oh, the breakers is just... What is the breakers? I remember... I don't remember what that was. Breakers is a house. Famous house, right? I should have put that in my notes. We did this flight a year ago, and I'm forgetting a little. So we've got a great another great POI just down the street, or down the bay, just down the ocean. This way. Man, the wind is really tossing me around. Tossing this little shark. Tossing me all over the place. Before you leave Rhode Island, make sure you get some good Portuguese food. Oh, is that the specialty here? Portuguese? Excellent. Trying to think of, is it right there where Cobra is? 4 miles is pretty close. Trying to think of what good Portuguese food would be. It's near Spain, so it's probably like Spanish food. And you can make fun of your YouTube name. Wife does it all the time. King Bob's Kingdom. I don't know. That's not. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I see a lot of names much easier to make fun of. So this is not what I was looking for, is it? I don't know what we've got here. What do we got here? What is it? What is he stopped here for? This isn't it. Unless for some reason I don't have it in my sim. That is not what I expected. Oh, there's a helipad! We've got a helipad here. And a decent one. Pretty decent. I don't even know if I can get onto that with this twitchy little guy. Ooh, get down there. Confined area landing. Give it a shot, everyone else has. Very nice. Airwolf is down. So what we do with these helipads is we just come in and we give it about 3 seconds and then we take off again. So we just come in and you try and get on the pad. I just missed it by a good bit. Well, I'm there. 3 seconds and then you take off for the next one. There we go. All right. I like the crown. King Bob's Kingdom. Love it. Hey, a name that I really don't know how to pronounce just raided the channel with 14 viewers. Is it T-Warog? T-Warog? What is going on? Welcome into the channel. Thank you for the raid. It is much appreciated. Welcome to the helicopter flight, Tuesday helicopter flight. Out here. TWA Raj. TWA Raj. There it is. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Are you flying were you flying TWA today? Thank you everyone who came in on the raid. How was your flight? How was your stream? Cheers, Nick. Nick then. We are doing our usual Tuesday thing, which is Helica Choppers. We're in a new CH-1, which was the only helicopter that Cessna, which built things like the 172 and the 182, they built a helicopter once, and it was not successful. I haven't quite figured out why it was not successful. But it's sold to the military and some civilians. This is a castle is what this is. This is a big old castle. Maybe it wasn't successful because it's hard to fly. Whoa. Hold on. Come on. This really is like flying an R-22. I'm also, it's very window. Call you T. Call him Mr. T. Mr. T. There you go. I like that. We have, he's very silly. Mr. T, we have a soundbite for you, I'm sure. Would the CH-1 be a good heli to learn to fly helos? I dig the way it looks. It's a hard one to fly is the thing. It may not be the best one to learn on, but it's certainly not the worst. I think the best ones to learn on are like the Cabri, which is free in the sim, or the R-22, or even the R-66, because they're more like ones that you would train on in the real world. But it certainly is a fun one. But it's a bit, I've flown helicopters in sims for 20 years, and I'm having a little trouble with it. It's a little interesting. It's interesting. Once you've seen one castle, you've seen them all. Now, owning one is another question. Yeah, no kidding. Right? Right? Call you T for TWA. The only thing about owning a castle is you have to have a corporation to run it. I always think it would be, that's not what I want. I always think it would be kind of fun to own a castle, but then you have to have an entire corporation to run it. Absolutely nuts. Hey, thank you so much for coming in. Take care. You need to go back to work after 16 days off. Ooh. Well, I hope you enjoy your work. Nice vacation. I'm just about to go on an unplanned vacation here. So this is called the Breakers. We're looking at the Breakers. What did I just leave that I can erase from my internet? And is it time for a restroom break? Because one of us is drinking a lot of water. Let's see, do we got a good picture here? Oh, this amazing picture. Amazing picture. Take care. Everyone needs their beauty sleep. Everyone does. Let me check something here. I am right at break time. We're going to break at the castle. We're going to have a castle break. Not a castle burger, but a castle break. As soon as I read the cool info here, it's not exactly a castle. What is it? What is the Breakers? It is a Gilded Age mansion located at 44 Ord Point Avenue, Newport, Rhode Island, U.S. It was built between 1893 and 1895 as a summer residence for Cornelius Vanderbilt. This is a summer residence. I'm sorry, I got that wrong. Cornelius Vanderbilt II, not to be confused with Cornelius Vanderbilt, a member of the wealthy Vanderbilt family. Now, even I've heard of them. 70-room mansion with a gross area of 138,300 square feet and 62,482 square feet of living area in the 5 floors. Was designed by Richard Morris Hunt in the Renaissance Revival style. The interior decor was the Julius Allard and Sons and Ogden Goodman Jr. Does it say how many people it takes to run this thing? Oh my gosh. Remember that show Upstairs, Downstairs? Anyone ever seen that? Upstairs, Downstairs. Anyway, I've had my camera off all day, haven't I? I just noticed my camera is still off. And anyway, I'm now going to go on break, and the camera's going to go off again. But I'll be here when I get back. I will be here when I get back, I swear. I swear I will. We'll see you in just a couple of minutes, a couple of short minutes. We'll probably have some nice mansion pictures. This is a summer house. Oh, that's just my summer home. I just go there in the summer. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Woo! Nice break. We're still on that camera. Nice break. Oh, look at the landing. Stuck it. That's called sticking the landing. That was very nice. Wait a minute. Did he switch? No, that's still the same aircraft. That's still the same one. I was thinking he switched out. But no, that's it right there. Straight ahead of me. Straight ahead of me. That's what was flying around. We can't go inside, can we? No. Nope. Makes it a lot more affordable when you don't build out the inside. Is that my helicopter there? Oh, it is. It looks like it died almost. No, I think I'm good. For a second, I thought it was not running anymore. Nope. It's still running. Check your fuel. I'm sure these people with this house have fuel. We do have an airport coming up, don't we? There is an airport on the plan. Is that the 47 miles? Is that the next thing? It's an airport. Yeah. 47 miles, and we have an airport. Who's playing the banana jiggle jiggle? All right, I guess it's that time. It is that time. Cool. Let's see what it's like cruising in this thing for 47 miles. I have no idea. I should be able to get a good cruise going if I just kind of relax. Relax and fly. Here we go. We're going that way. Where's my wind? Oh, the wind is directly behind me. That's not good. Not the best thing. So turn it into the wind. There we go. There we go. Squirrely beast. Look at the rocks. Squirrely beast. And there's my heading. Just about there. Just about like that. Thanks for coming out. If you're just tuning in, this is Flights with Joel. It is the Red Heron Sim Pilot Group Tuesday flight, which is helicopters. We do Tuesdays every helicopter. No, we do helicopters every Tuesday. I totally did that backwards. We do helicopters every Tuesday. Sundays we do the Sunday cruise, and Thursdays we do Thursday Thunder. This week I will not be back until Sunday for Sunday cruise. Most likely I'm going to be back in some kind of Stearman. I kept breaking the one I flew yesterday from Golden Age Simulations, and I wanted a chance to not break it. I had a email conversation with the developers, and it seems that if you're extremely delicate with it, it is possible to fly it without breaking it. It's starting to look that way. It's possible. I am still just really trying to get this thing to trim, and it doesn't want to trim for me. What is my speed now? I'm under 80 miles an hour. I think I should be able to go 90. That is my hope. That is my hope. Can I get it just to 90? I think at 100 it really doesn't want to fly. It just seems too fast. Kind of tricky. It's a little tricky flying this thing, which it might actually be. I mean, look at that. It's old. When did I say it was built? When did I say it was built? Or did I? I know I did. Fly straight. Straighten up and fly right. Oh, I just remembered. I closed the screen. I closed it. CH1. Will that bring it back up? There it is. The CH1 Sky Hook. Introduction date was 1956. First flight, July 1953. Developed from Siebel S4. Cessna Aircraft acquired the Siebel Helicopter Company of Wichita, Kansas on 14 January 1952. Through a stock swap with Siebel investors, all equipment from the Siebel Helicopter Company, including the Siebel S4B, was moved to Cessna's Pawnee plant in Wichita, and work began on the CH-1 design. During the summer of '52, Charles Siebel, who became the new helicopter division chief engineer as part of the acquisition, believed that the S4B was a Cessna body. S4B with a Cessna body would make an excellent helicopter. Cessna pilots test flew the Siebel's S4B for several months to familiarize the engineers with the helicopters, and then it was scrapped. A quarter-size wind tunnel model of the CH-1 was created, and tests were conducted at Wichita State University. The first full-size machine did not have an enclosed fuselage or cowling, nor a horizontal stabilizer. This test bed skeleton, referred to as CH-1-1, first hovered July 1953, eventually making test flights as high as 10,000 feet. The actual prototype, CH-1, was built based on modifications made to the testbed helicopter and was second shipped. And this aircraft was second ship made its first flight in 1954 at the Prospect site. Default scenery, King Bob's Kingdom. Yes, it is default scenery. This is all default, and it's not even the update. So how is the CH-1? The CH-1 is decent, except the flight model is a little tricky. It's a little tricky. The startup is great. The needles do split. I'm now getting 120 miles an hour out of it. Let me slow down a little bit. I didn't think I could do that. I'm sitting here in a decent cruise, and I was talking about how hard it is to cruise in it. But right now, it's doing quite well. We are just over, to my left is Buzzard Bay. I wonder does it have a lot of buzzards? Is that why it's called that? But the cool stuff about it, I mean, there's some really nice there's Easter eggs, which I did not expect. It has a lighter. Now, it doesn't come out, but it does pop out. But I thought, like, maybe you could bring it out and, like, light your cigarette. But it just goes in and out. And then you have the, a thank you from Cow and Sim. And then if you want to, you can lose the doors, just like that. You just hit those vents, and the doors fly off. So you can go without doors. I don't think it makes any difference in the aerodynamics whatsoever. I forgot to show the look at this. The horizontal stabilizer actually works like an aircraft. It works like an aircraft, which not many are like that. So it's probably a very stable aircraft to fly IRL, I would think. It's a very tricky aircraft to fly, at least for me. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's just something wrong with me today. I can't say for sure. I like the sounds. Got some great sounds. The, what am I trying to say? The startup is great. I have not tried a auto. I haven't tried an auto rotation yet. I'm going to go up to a little bit higher height, get a little bit of height, and we will see if I can auto rotate and recover. So recover like way before the ground. Recover in the air. Or if it just falls on its face. I have almost no confidence that this is going to have a good auto rotation, just based on the flight dynamics I have seen. However, the R22 has a really good auto rotation, so I could be wrong. And the needles do split properly. What's going on there? Oh. What is that? Oh, that's my speed. Okay. I thought my needles were rolling off. I thought my engine was rolling off. My speed is rolling down. It really doesn't want to climb. It's not liking this climb. Getting into the fog now. This is a really good time to auto-rotate. So I probably need a little more speed for auto-rotation. And I assume I need to turn my governor off. I'm not sure how the governor's, whether or not it's going to work. Let's turn this down. See how she does. So that's probably a good speed, actually, because I would say 55 to 60 in a light helicopter like this. I don't think I saw anything in the manual about it. I just like when I have a new helicopter, you know, people know me. I like to auto-rotate the thing. I like to try. So, governor is off. Roll down the throttle, drop the collective. See, ooh, now that, I don't have any control right now. Bring the collective back up. And the needles are splitting, but they're not really doing it right. I've lost enough RPM that I could be in real trouble. Oh, also, yeah, I can't get the speed down. There we go. Speed down. That's actually pretty good. Or not. There, now I'm getting my rotor RPM back. I'm able to drop the collective enough. That's good. That's good, that's good. There we go, there we go. And what we'll do is we'll just roll the throttle back on. Hit the governor. Uh-oh, there's my transmission going. Hit the governor. Hello, governor. And that really heated up my transmission. So that was that transmission warning is probably not going to go out. It's probably going to stay like that. Yikes! But that was decent behavior. Oh, also I've got a lot of wind. So it wasn't what is the word? It wasn't the best. It wasn't the best direction, I don't think, with my wind. I have a 19 knot crossing tailwind, so that would be why that was so difficult. I gotta stay down here. It's interesting, very interesting. Woo. Really just messed up that cruise attitude I had. Big time. Big time. Still have a lot of aircraft out here with us. Fantastic. Yeah, I've overheated my trans. I've messed up my transmission. My mechanic's going to be complaining again. Once again. Mechanical complaints. Hee hee. So this is showing about 110 knots. Let's see what my ground speed is over here. Oh, also, I just remembered something else. 118 knots. I'm doing 118 knots. Well, that might be what that says. That might be what that is saying. I thought I found, maybe it was a different aircraft. I thought I found a GPS, but I don't think it was here. No, I think it was a different aircraft. Ooh, look out. Don't go into the drink. I can barely see right now. Is there a GPS switch? I think it was a different aircraft. No reason for GPS in this guy. Now the throttle is going all over the place. What is my height? I'm 300 feet off the ground, and, like, I can't see. You know, like, I can't see. It's just nothing. Wow. Where are we? East Coast fog layer. Holy mackerel. Oh, another thing I really like. Look at the light. Look at the anti-collision light. That is fantastic, isn't it? Look at that thing. Look at that. That is sharp. This is one of those aircraft that, if you like unusual aircraft, it's a great thing to have. If you're more into something more conventional, you're probably not going to like it as much. But almost everything about it is really well done. Really well done. Oh, this is I'm getting whiteout. I'm actually getting, my eyes are starting to feel really weird because I can't see. I might have to change the weather. Let's see if I get down to 100 feet, what that does. If I go to 100 feet. Not in the water yet. Whew. Yeah, that doesn't help much, does it? Man. Anyone else flying real weather? And I'm still looking for the autopilot in this. I've not found the autopilot. Although it does have a full, it has a full radio stack. Old school. In the soup here, yeah. Big time in the soup. We are now 1,000% illegal. If anyone is watching this for a real world flight, we couldn't be flying in here. We would have to land immediately. We can't land now because we're in the middle of the ocean. But the airport that we're going to would not let us land because it would be IFR. It would tell us we can't land unless it's a non-towered airport, and then it would be up to us to say we can't land. I think it's a non-towered airport. Oh, nope. Control tower 119.5. Very unlikely we'd be able to get in there. Man, this needs to be... I need to switch this up because it's really getting... Let's see. Where is my stuff? Wow. I'm glad you can see land. I can't see a thing. Woo. I'm a little off. I have to turn back towards my plan. So now we're watching these. We're watching what little of the horizon we've got. Watching our airspeed. It's a bit fast. Of course, watching my map, which I wouldn't have in the real world. I would just have to keep my heading. And what we have for a heading here is a compass. That's it. Those lights aren't doing a thing. I've got these lights on and they're not showing up at all. Brightness is at 100%. It's just not, yeah, it seems like I should see more of this. Squirrel! Pylons. Pylons? What kind of pylons? Do you mean wind farm? I'm just getting curious now if I'm the only one flying in this suit. Let's just see. Let's see what goes on over there. Nope, he's also doing it. His is slightly clearer than mine. He can see better somehow. Maybe the sun's in a different spot. I don't know what it is. Oh yeah, it really helps to be over land, doesn't it? Look at the passengers. Look at that. Oh, that's something that's good. That's why it's good to have a second helicopter. Got the whole family in there. Nope, I'm seeing the pylons. Careful. Watch out for the wind farm. Don't run into the wind farm. Hey, oop, what's that? What's that? Oh, it's rocks. We're always looking for animals here, but that is rocks. I lost my music. I turned it on. Why didn't it keep going? Oh, I see. Aye! Oh, that looks like a big solar farm. I'm on the other camera, aren't I? I just realized I'm probably on the wrong camera. I'm always talking about my camera, and yes, I am. I'm on the wrong camera. There was a big solar farm back there. And power lines. Last night, I switched back to the mugs. What is it? Not mugs. I switched back to the old power lines from the new ones from Orbix, and I still can't decide which ones I like. I'm just not sure. Conga line of aircraft in the EFB. Yeah, no kidding. I'm sure. I am sure. I mean, look at that. Look at that. You can definitely see labels in the fog. That's one thing you can see. One thing you can see. I've not done a picture, a photograph. Fire Savage 1, welcome to the chat. More Cowbell Cody just subscribed for 34 months in a row. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the support. So sorry I've got to be out for a few days. I'll be back. I'll be back. I don't see lights for an airport yet. I hope this airport has some lights on. I hope they left the lights on for us. Cody, much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Chug some water. Ah, next waypoint is a helipad. Next waypoint should be an airport. The next waypoint should be Kilo Hotel Yankee Alpha. Kilo Hotel Yankee Alpha. Unless you got your flight plan from the planner and it messed up somehow. And then after that is a helipad. Is that what you mean? After the airport is a helipad, yes. Well, I am now flying every which way. Oh, that is my camera. But at least I can see something. I can see something. Oh, of course, here's how little, there we go. That's how little I can actually see. Really not much, eh? Not a whole lot. Gamer Muscle just raided the channel with 34 viewers. A new raider that we haven't, I haven't heard of before. Gamer Muscle, welcome in. Wow, thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. What's going on? Element Future, good evening. Good evening to you. Good evening to you. I hope you had a great stream, Gamer Muscle. Happy tea time. Uh-oh, I'm completely in the dark now. If you guys came in to see a crash, you may be in luck. Somebody just followed. Thank you for the follow. And I missed it. Hold on, I gotta go back and thank the person properly. Thank the follower properly. We had Element Future. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the flights. And we have Gamer Muscle. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the flights. We are in the helicopters today. We are in a new helicopter from Cow & Sim called the CH-1. It is a helicopter built in 1956. It is the first and, as you may have guessed, only helicopter that Cessna Aircraft Company ever built. We've been reading about it all day, little bits here and there. It's quite extraordinary. They bought a company that made helicopters, and they then tried to get into the helicopter arena. I did. I don't know why I decided to fly the Shark today. I just did. It's a funny looking thing. It has the. I'm looking for an airport as I talk. It has the drive shaft for the rotors right in the middle of the cabin. It's right there, and the engine is in the front. So it's almost built like a car. Actually built like a Cessna. It's pretty cool, isn't it? It's pretty fun. It is a pretty fun chopper. I'm still figuring out if I could fly it, and I'm completely blind right now. There we go. I see where the helicopter... I see where the airport's supposed to be. Oh, I see why I'm blind. I'm way too high up in the air. Even normal helicopter height is around 700 AGL. I'm up here at 1,000. Can't see a darn thing. Can't see a darn thing. But it looks like an old helicopter, and it is an old helicopter. Yeah, I go overboard on these things. I get almost every helicopter that comes out just so I can show it and so I can try it out. I mean, my stream is an excuse for buying too many things. And sometimes the stream supports it even. I've pulled way back again, but it's taking a while to slow down. Slow down. Shaft. Thank you. Having that shaft right next to me would make... Yeah, wouldn't it? And I would imagine it would be noisy. I would think that would make a lot of sound. You can't... Oh, you can kind of hear it. You can kind of hear it. Oops. I went right through it. Yeah, I mean, that would be freaky. But wouldn't be much different than driving the drag racers of the day, which had the engine sitting on your lap. So we got to think, it's 1956. Any minute now, I'm going to see an airport, and I'm going to have to... I'm thinking I might change the weather. And I might brighten up my day. I put on some... I put on a set list from Halloween because this is spooky out here. It's spooky out here. So I just thought I would throw on something spooky. It's even got a tail fin. Most helicopters don't... That doesn't move on most helicopters. That's actually moving on this thing. I don't know how much difference it's making. But being a 1956 heli would make me very nervous, so the shaft probably wouldn't be the main issue. Yeah, exactly. The shaft may not be the same issue. Well, you know, the Bell 47 was made before 56. It was made in the 40s, and it's an incredibly dependable helicopter still. Still, a lot of them fly today. Because they're fairly simple. They work great. Where's my airport? I'm right on top of an airport and I can't see it. That's how foggy this is. Crazy. There it is. Literally right on top of it. Slow it on down. My wind is behind me again. Looking for other helicopters. There's the fuel. I'll just go to the fuel. Okay, see how I do this time. Let's see how I do. Better, 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 better. I still have well, now I only have 10 knots of wind. That's the least amount of wind I've had all day. So you should be able to do this nice and soft, dude. Come on. Come on. Just like Red Heron did at the break. There we go. There we go. There it is. Keep those passengers... Oh, I don't have passengers. Keep those passengers happy. Check over here. And check there. There we go. Oh, I just missed Red Heron's landing. I just missed it. It's because I was creeped out by the fog, so I had to throw on that music. What I'm going to do though is I'm not going to forget to fuel my helicopter. I'm going to remember to put fuel in the thing. So we go right up here to my handy dandy freeware update from Got Friends, Legacy Weight and Balance. Free on their website, folks. Got Friends. And let's put this back at 50. I've burned very little fuel. So, if anything, it's very good on fuel. Very good on fuel. It's fantastic. Let's go back here. He's got... Look at that. Look at all these fine folks. Look at all these fine folks. Oh, from here we have a helipad we're going to look for by a little lake. Let's bring up the map and see if this works. Can we see the map on that screen? We cannot. We got to go to here. There we go. We're going to go here and see if there's a helipad right there. That's not a lake. It is a lake. It's a bay. And then we're going to fly up here. What's up here? Oh, another helipad. Another helipad, and then look at that. Look at that. Have you ever been here? Provincetown? Pilgrim Monument in Provincetown, right there. Boom. And then we're going to go across and go up here and end up in Plum Island, which used to have some great scenery. I actually put in scenery for it, and I have to apologize. I put scenery for it at first, and then I remembered that scenery is for 2020. So if anyone loaded that scenery in, I apologize. It might work. I apologize, but it might work. You just never know. Okay. Well, we better get going. Oh, I was going to check my clock. I could check a real clock. Yeah, I think I've got some time. I got a few minutes. I think we'll make it, mostly. Mostly we'll make it. Okay. Oh, here comes a Huey. Huey coming in. And put that back where it needs to be. I need an initial heading. Even though I can't see my compass at all. What is the initial heading? It's basically east. 9-3 is the initial heading, basically east. These choppers remind me of the Little Orphan Annie, except the one was a convertible. Oh my gosh! They really do look like that, don't they? I know exactly what you're talking about. I wonder if if the artist drew it off of one of these helicopters. Daddy Warbucks. Daddy Warbucks. He did have a helicopter that looked like this. Totally. I'm going this way. Oh, don't go right over the building. Jeez. Get a little bit of speed first. A little bit of speed. What was that I saw? I think I just saw nothing. I also think I'm going the wrong way. Convertible helicopter. It was a cartoon or a comic book. It was from the, like, it's a comic book, right? That wasn't even a graphic novel. That was I think we're talking about a comic book. Is this gonna clear? Come on, clear up. Come on, weather. If anyone wants to see better weather, just let me know. I will make it better. I'm gonna struggle through it for now. Oh, he found it! Red Heron has found it. Talk about, oh my gosh! Even in the movie. Oh, I didn't remember it in the movie. Look at that. That is an old movie. When was that version from? The 70s, maybe? Okay, here it is. Here's what we're talking about right there. You believe that? He found it. And people wonder why I crash my helicopters. So that looks to me... What do we think that is? What do we think that is? It doesn't say in the picture, on the picture. I mean, at first I thought it was a 47, but now I'm wondering if it's a llama. It's a modified 47, probably. Probably a modified 47. I'm leaving it up there for a minute, see if anyone has any guesses. It was a 47 with fake wings. Okay. Oh, because it's got a Reddit. Of course it has a Reddit thing. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's even a better picture. Whoops. Holy mackerel, driving right into the ground, but no one can see that because I have a screen up in front of me. That is a much better picture of it. Jeez. That was probably, at the time, that was probably a big money item, you know, for the movie to do. That probably was not cheap, because they had to modify it, and then they would have had to get approval to fly it, and then they would have had to hire a very good pilot to fly that thing. I mean, that's more extravagant than the. What am I trying to say? That's more extravagant than the Blue Thunder helicopter. In a way. That's completely rebuilt. That doesn't just have some things stuck on it. Blue Thunder, they just stuck some things on there. And made it really heavy. Oh, here we go. It's clearing. We're getting some clearing. I see clouds. I can see some stuff. Oh, that's fantastic. Fantastic. I've taken 0 pictures so far. Oof. Let's get a picture. Let's get a picture here, man. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get in your helicopter. Don't crash. Don't crash. Oh, jeez. Alrighty, that was a fun. Have to go pack more boxes. Have a great rest of. Pack boxes. Are you moving? Don't tell me you're moving. My wife's friend just sold her house. She's been moving out of the house for months. Now she has to seriously move out of the house because she sold it. Gotta go sleep. Have a great flight. Okay, take care. I really should be getting off and getting ready for my day tomorrow, my trip. But I'm gonna keep flying. At least for a bit. Keep going for a little while. I hate to end early on my last flight of the week, but I might have to. It's not even my last flight of the week. I'm flying Sunday. It's pretty cool, isn't it? RDJ71. It's pretty cool. There it is. From the outside. With the shark livery. And then another picture of it over here with passengers. There's all the whole families along on that ride. That's the developer in front with his whole family. I like this creepy music. Fly along here. Having quite the conversation back there. They're having quite the conversation. Oh, yeah. All I gotta remember is not to move very much, and it will cruise just fine. Just gotta remember. Don't move around a bunch. Yeah, if I just hold still, it does quite nicely. We're never going to find this helipad in this soup. We're going to look for a helipad in a moment. And it's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. All right, I will slow way down so I can look for it. I should be going, minimum safe speed is about 50. You don't want to get too slower than you can auto-rotate from. So at about 50 you still can. Ooh, there's a helicopter coming out of the fog. Still don't know if we'll see anything. Let me get on the other side of the helipad so I can look out my right side so I don't have to look over the drive shaft of the helicopter. There we go. Still not slowing. Intense. There's something over there. Somebody's house, I think. Still on the wrong side of the helipad out here. This flight plan was made a year ago, so the helipad, if the mapping is more accurate in the new sim, it might be even more difficult to find this helipad. Those roads look pretty good right there. So I'm wondering if this helipad is somebody's house. Is it a home helipad? I also wonder if we found it last time. I have no idea because I have no evidence of streams from a year ago. There's nothing to show for it. Other than all these great people flying along and that kind of stuff. What do I got now? 13 knots of wind. Okay, that's better. That is better. Oh, maybe it's here. Is that a golf course? Maybe there's a helipad on the golf course. It seems like we find a lot of helipads on golf courses. I bet it's for the golf course. I bet that's what it's for. Is that it over there? Nope. There may be nothing, too. Oh, it's probably right in the parking lot right there. The fancy golf club. Yeah, I bet it's right there. I see nothing. Not seeing helipad on EFB map. Well, that doesn't mean anything. That means nothing. It's possible that this helipad's not even in the new sim because everything does change. I should be circling it. It should be right in this area. There's a couple things that could be helipads. Some flat things. Oh, what's that over there? Breakwater? See, there's like a whole bunch of flat areas here. Anyone see anything? Those must be tees. Those must be different tee-offs. It's supposed to be right here, huh? No, look at the boats. Look at the flat boats. The FA boats. Did I just fly through somebody? That was a weird thing. I'm just gonna land here a minute and use my... Those drums are killer, aren't they? I really like that track. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Romeo Alpha Delta, how you doing? Whoops, what did I do? Okay. So I'm stopping here for a moment so I can look for that helipad that I'm supposed to be nearby. Okay, it's off my nose still. It's off my nose at the very end of the island. I was zoomed way too far in. Oh boy, it's hard to... It looks like, yeah, it looks like a private home, a helipad for a private home. So I'm gonna go out there, enjoying the gorgeous weather out my window at least. It's pretty nice out there. I was out there working on the garden earlier today, and we'll be going right back out there as soon as I get off the, I almost said the phone. Balatu is here! What's happening? He's been over there talking. You would say that G2 or R66 are better to learn on. Very good, exactly. I said the same thing. The Skyhook is surprisingly capable for a helicopter of its era. Probably would have sold better if it wasn't so fugly. I wonder if the fugliness was it. In those days, this was a pretty nice looking vehicle. Who knows why? Maybe I didn't see where there was a lot of accidents or what it was. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. So I'm gonna continue on for a little ways. Yeah, part of why I think those are better helicopters to learn on is they're more... I don't know how realistic this is. I think those helicopters are more true to life. A little bit closer to what you might be flying. Skyhook surprisingly... It did set some records. It set the altitude. It was the last helicopter. How was it put? It was the last helicopter to set an altitude record for a turbine. It was last. That was it. It was the last gas helicopter, non-turbine, to set an altitude record. It may set a record for the most interesting in the sim. Maybe the world's most interesting. Boy, I've got a lot of wind out here. So don't judge me. Don't judge me! Not finding a helipad at all. I think it's connected to a house still. It's just out here somewhere. Oh, is that it right there? Just that person's lawn. Yeah, it's in one of these areas. Oh, all kinds of helicopters flying upside down. It's right around here-ish. I was actually going to do a more involved YouTube video on it rather than just a stream, and I've run out of time because there's so much going on. So I appreciate all the people that are doing those, putting it out there. Whoa, 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 whoa. And look at that. Hey, that was nice and gentle. That was pretty good. Somebody is in the drink. Would be cool if someone does the Sikorsky VS-300. Yeah, well, there's very few helicopters that people haven't requested at some point on the stream. It's just about everything. For instance, I like the Sikorsky. Is it the CH-53 or CH-54? I think that's the one that I'm thinking of. Would love the Sea King. Would still love the 860 to come out. That's going to come out too soon. Charles Pharma, hello. How are you? So somewhere around here is the helipad. I do think it's connected to a house. See how close I am on my map. I am using a joystick. I've never actually had a yoke. I've never bought a yoke because I fly helicopters and small planes. I think it would be fun to have a yoke, but I'm so my area is not huge. If you've ever seen pictures of my studio, it's not massive. So having a stick, and now I have a throttle, which I think is so awesome. But more gear is just, it's a lot. It's a lot. You're getting back into flying. So get whatever works for, whatever you fly the most, is my suggestion. H5 Dragonfly. I know, we all do. We all do. We want all the helicopters. And they're close to flying, they're very close to flying like they should. Okay, so it's supposed to be... Oh, the ground isn't even right here. It's supposed to be right... Is it way over there? Oh, maybe it's way over there. I might be a ways off. Okay, we'll just continue on. The next site is more interesting. I think we have another naval station. Oh, there's a naval station out here. Perhaps the helipad is connected to the naval station. We have another helipad to look for real quick. And then the Pilgrim Monument. Helipad Pilgrim Monument. We are on Southeast Asia. You'll stop. You're blowing up the chat. Well, that's what chat's for. Otherwise, why have chat? I could just do this offline. Chat motivates me to keep going. Keep doing it. You've been flying DCS at least a few days. They just released a cool Cold War 1980s Germany map. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about that. I don't have DCS personally, but I've been hearing really good things about that. Really, really good. Oh, I have to... God, I can't believe how many times I have to look at my map in 5 seconds. So I'm going basically behind me. I'm turning around and going across this lake. Or bay. It's a bay. Get away from there. Get off my screen. There we go. I would like a utility that hides that again. Flow. What did I do? I'm bringing in my power and it's not moving. Am I expecting too much? Is that what it is? Oh, this is really weird. I'm stuck on the ground suddenly. Okay, that's really strange. It's running. Can I add you as friend? Absolutely. Yes, of course. Of course. The base game is free. Oh, it's not a matter of... It's a matter of I spend 5 days or 6 days a week on this sim because of my stream. And I do... And that's planning and streaming. And so to take on another sim... I have X-Plane on my computer. I had P3D for a long time. X-Plane just sits. Flight Sim 2020 just sits. It's there too. It's just so much to take. It's just so much. And now that they're starting to flood this sim again with planes, many of which are awesome. It's a lot to keep up with. A lot going on. Let me see. What is my name? Let me look real quick. You caught me at a good time because I think, yeah, Flights W. Joel. Flights W. Joel. That's the name. If anyone wants to be friends, you want to be a friend? Flights W. Joel. I had to change it. I always tell this story when people ask. It only comes up a few times a month. I have to tell the story that it was Fights with Joel for a long, long time until someone finally pointed it out to me. Did you know it was Fights with Joel? I said, no, I did not know that. So I paid the $9.95 or whatever it is to rename myself in the sim. Oh, there it goes. And by doing that, my sim works again. That was really strange. Thanks for helping me fix the sim, Charles Farmer. Appreciate it. I hear you. I'm agreed. Spread thin between DCS, X-Plane 12. Yeah, it is a lot. And just before... when I started flying 2020, I had X-Plane and P3DV version 4 and 2020 on here. But 2020 took over pretty quick. Basically, as soon as they had helicopters, it took over. At first, we didn't have helicopters, so what was I supposed to do? You found it, all right. Now I'm back in the Sioux. And then the day job, exactly. Exactly. Chillin' Spree, great screen name. Thank you for the follow. Boy, it's almost coffee time. Love the stream. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks a lot, Chillin' Spree. Appreciate that. That is always helpful when somebody comes in and says that. Are you running into my junk again that I need to get rid of? Okay, it's gotten totally bad. I have to get back down where I can see. I'm only at 500 feet, or maybe a little less. There we go. Woo! Man, here's how I can take a break. I go over here. There we go. Now I can just take a break in the background. Makes it much easier. Let me get your music back. Just a moment. Trying to think of something. Because Chillin' Spree just came in. We need something that's chill. Some nice chill music. If I can find it. Oh, here we go. Got lost there for a minute. Gonna hop over to Twitch. Need to get on board with streaming, but I feel like I have a handle on the you definitely have a handle on the helicopter content. I mean, I think you have a definite leg up, being that you fly in the real world. I think that. Whoops! I have completely turned around because I'm in the fog. I did a complete 180, but no one can see that because we're not watching me. Haha. I started streaming just because I saw a lot of great streamers, and I thought, well, that's in some ways an easier way to do things. And my Twitch channel grew so fast compared to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is very small still, and Twitch has better support for small channels. That was the main reason I did it. It's still true today. YouTube has got nothing if you're like, you know, under 10,000 views per video. They're not interested. It's quiet over on YouTube. It is indeed. It's much quieter on the stream. But I thought I would add it in so that also the YouTube ones stay there. The Twitch ones don't stay there until you're a partner, and I'm a long way off. So, I don't know. Throw it in, see what happens. Yeah, there's like multiple people watching on Twitch, and there's probably 3 watching on YouTube right now. I'm trying to learn not to count those things. It makes my day less stressful. There we go. Okay, I think I'm headed the right direction. Red Heron is checking out a cable, so if I turn my labels back on, there he is. Now I can see him. I can do a little foggy cheat. Fog cheat. Love the skid animation on this bird. Slide one to show it off. Slide one in to show it off. Oh, okay, I'll have to try that. Oh, now it's here. Coffee. I was trying the auto rotation, which I have to try in every helicopter, and it was interesting. It was interesting. The needles work, but yeah. You like the autos? Okay. I thought it ran out of... well, you have a different setup, so it's probably a lot easier for you with an actual helicopter setup. I ran out of stick movement. Kind of ran out of stick. Tried a few. Oh, well, I'm also dealing with a ridiculous amount of wind to be doing autos. Just a ridiculous amount. Got any wires back in here yet? Not on this one. Not on this road. Got my coffee. All is good. Our next couple stops are in the middle of nowhere. I'll see if I can slide it in. See if I can slide in the middle of nowhere. Appreciate you stopping by. Microsoft has issues with auto rotation. Yes, yeah. And I'm still keep trying. I actually think the best auto rotations are the Huey 205 seems pretty good. And when I watch flight safety videos, or I think it's called, actual helicopter training videos for the H-125, when I watch those and then try and do that in the H-125 in the sim, you can do pretty much the same thing. You can get it really close. It seems too easy, but apparently it is, because it has a lot of inertia. Oh yeah, you can. I noticed that too. My rotor speed on this dropped below the margin, and so it wouldn't have recovered, but it did. It was fine. Of course, the fly-inside helicopters are more realistic, but they're probably better in 2020. And that's something I need to work on, because I'm always I'm always going too fast. But the thing is, if you're going to enter an auto rotation IRL, I mean, I know people practice it like below 70, but what about when you're going 100 knots and you have to auto rotate? Then what happens? What if you're doing 100 and it's time to auto rotate? You hear a click, you hear a bang, you hear a snap. You slow down pretty quick. If you stay too fast, you lose RPM. Oh, you'll lose the RPM too fast. Oh, okay. This is a problem I had in this. I was doing about, I was close to 60 and I couldn't really slow it down. It just got out of control. Just tried it a few minutes ago, 30 minutes ago or so. But I tried it with a recovery. I didn't get close to the ground because I was in the fog over trees. Click bang, what a hang. There's another phone tower. Don't run into those. That's what VFR charts are for. I love the anti-collision light. Isn't that great? That's fantastic right there. That's really good. Togue has announced a secret project that he's coming out with before his big project. And Cowan Sim is talking after this. He's talking about updates for all of the current helicopters still. That would be awesome. And then what else is he working on? He's working on is Cowan Sim working on the Dufane? First thing you do is drop the collective all the way, then bring it back up about 1.5 inch. That puts you in the right profile, and you can manage the RPM with the pitch there. Most people forget to bring the collective. So that's a really good hint, because I'm never sure if that's just in the sim that you have to do that, or that's the actual technique. I think he's working on one. He doesn't have one yet. Is that who's working on one? Help me out, chat. I think it's Togue. Somebody's working on it. Could be confusing him. Cohen Sim has an S76 coming, so it is Togue that has the Dufane. But he has a top secret project that's coming out to test 2020. He just announced that on his Discord. Like today, maybe? That's the RL technique. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've been doing it wrong. Probably why it doesn't go so well. So you drop the collective, and then you roll the throttle off. Is that correct? And then you bring the collective back up. Try that. So, at least in Robinson's. I think it's similar in all the helicopters, though. It's probably slightly different than a turbine, but basically you may have a bit more time because of the massive blade. I mean, even if they could get every helicopter to fly exactly like the real world, then that would be just as good as getting a new helicopter. You roll off the throttle, drop the collective, input right pedal. Okay, all at the same time. So that's you. I usually roll off the throttle. I guess I do that pretty much. That's pretty much what I do. It's hard with the controls I have to do it all at the same time. It's doable, but it's a little difficult. And what I find is these helicopters don't really need a lot of pedal input, right? They don't seem to need a lot as far as pedal. Until you're in a hover. That's what I find. As that's happening, you pull aft. Oh, I guess I do that. You know, I do that so instinctively because otherwise you're falling to the ground. So that I'm just doing automatically. But that's probably just because I'm always when I get a new helicopter, I'm practicing auto rotations. And now we're doing some IFR, as we often do on these flights, little IFR training. Yeah, the pedal input is almost non-existent. There's only a couple that have it, but even though, yeah, it's hard to find a helicopter that needs much in the way of pedals. And I guess that's a good thing for beginners, but we're not beginners. The exciting news is SU2 is supposed to have updates for the 125 and the 407. I don't know if the 407 will be that much different, but it said, I read somewhere that it's going to update gauges. I flew that today just to remember what it was like and to try and check out the city update, which doesn't seem to exist. And it wasn't as bad as I remember, but wow, the torque gauge is ridiculous. It stays at 42 forever. The torque gauge is basically broken. Haven't flown either the 407 or 125 in the beta. The 125 has a lot of changes, and I think it's one of the best helicopters. I actually think it's one of the best helicopters in the sim, partly because I really like bugs flying in my face. But everything on it works. Trees growing out of the road. Trees going out of the road? Marco, that's impossible. There never could be trees growing out of the road. Come on. How could that be with the advanced mapping that we have in the simulator? Everything is mapped by AI and it's perfect. Trees going out of the road. I like that this has a window open. It's keeping you cool right there. It's keeping you nice and cool. Oh, and I do happen to be on my helicopter, so that's good. Been screwing that up a lot lately. The H-125 handles pretty close to the real thing. Needs too much forward cycling in cruise. I think that seems to be a problem with all of them, that you have to trim a lot in cruise. Nobody has simulated, other than fly inside, no one has simulated how the tail works, right? Isn't it the tail that keeps you, that makes it, that compensates in cruise so you don't have to have a lot of forward cyclic the whole time? This one's neat because it flops. I think that's a first. It moves. This is controversial, but the MSFS, yeah, I think so too. I'm with you on that one. I think I saw a recent video of you flying that, and I totally agree. It's really, to me, it's really mushy. Like it doesn't have much response like the R22. But man, that, and do you have the Hiller? The Hiller is a blast. And surprisingly functional. The functions really, I was shocked. If they could get the 407 to that level, I would be happy. Hey, the fog is clearing and it's almost dark. Sweet. Oh, I'm going too fast. Red Heron, are you redlining it? Cheese and crackers. Are we anywhere near this? Did we pass our helipad? Oh yeah, we're way past the helipad. I guess we're going to the Pilgrim Monument next. Helipad be damned. The road should go right to the monument. Yeah, Thomas did tell me the Hiller is toned down for controller issues. You still like it though. It is easy to fly, and it's fun. It's a fun one. I wonder if he toned it down because he got so much flack on the 300. I suspect it would fly a lot like a 47. And so, yeah, I gotta change my time of day. I'm gonna go blind with the sun in my eyes. With the fake sun in my eyes, I am going to go blind. There we go. Ooh, this is beautiful. There's our monument. That is what he said. Oh, okay. There were people, though, that we worked with in Discord that could not fly the 300. And it wasn't it was like some weird issue. No one could figure it out. Like, it would just spaz out after a short time. Still don't know what's going on. And these are people who fly like every other helicopter. So some people it's just unflyable for. Other people it seems fine. Wow, this is nice right here. Me, Cobra, is you. So you had it on Xbox, right? Because another person we were playing with did not have it. I think she's on PC or was. And she had the same issue. Sent you a 2020 copy to review, but I liked it so much I bought the 2024 version. Ah! I actually bought it because I have no clout still. I've only been doing this 4 years. I have no clout. So I ended up buying it. Donnie, what's going on? Is that the monument there? That is the monument. Okay, we're stopping here. I'm trying now. I want to slide in to see the animation. You really think it's controller issues? I have a PFT Puma and an AB9. I can fly pretty much everything with your setup. And I think she had really good controllers too. So it was, yeah, I wasn't sure. This is someone we flew with all the time. So it didn't make sense that it was her controller. It still could have been. She was not happy to hear that it was controlled. She didn't want to accept that scenario. I used really, at the time that I bought the CB300, I was still flying my cheapo stick, and I could fly it. I had pedals, but I was still flying my cheap stick. And an older throttle that still is great. We're going to try and slide here to see I want to see the animation. So, coming in a little fast, now really fast. I must have a lot of wind. And I'm going to try and slide it in here. Come on, go down there. There you are. Oh, maybe I need to be on pavement. Oh yeah, I could kind of see it bouncing around. I need to be on pavement. The 300 is an odd position tail rotor that indicates a lot of right roll. Needs a bit of left sight, but almost all the time. Server in nearest airport. We are we are there in the nearest airport right now. My nearest airport device doesn't work anymore. We are right next to this one. Right next to that, we're at a pilgrim monument. Pilgrim monument. What convinced me about the 300 was yourself and someone else who, like, that's his job. He flies the 300 all the time. He said it's really good. He also has full helicopter controls, but he said, you know, it flies right. And he compared his real world auto rotation with the Hiller auto rotation, and it was very close. So that sold me. What do I know? What do I know? It works. So here's the monument. I think there's some writing down here. Ryan Vandell. Yeah, sounds right. Sounds correct. Oh, there is, but you can't read it. Some of the new POIs in 2024, you can read everything. You can read everything on them. This is old. It probably says something about people landing here from countries far away In the 1400s. That is my guess. That's a great shot. Is that... Oh, that's my camera today. Let's see what's going on over here. Pilgrim Monument. Let me have a look at this. I want to see when this was... What this indicates. Earlier we were looking at the helicopter from Annie because someone mentioned that this looks like the helicopter from Annie, which was actually a Bell 47, a convertible helicopter. Here it is, Pilgrim Monument. Let's find it here. Oh, we got a nice whirly-schmurly. We got a whirly-schmurly going on. There's a whirly-schmurly. I have to go out here to the other camera. Whirly-schmurly happening. It's in Providence, Massachusetts. It was built in 1907 and 1910 to commemorate the first landfall of the Pilgrims in 1620. Okay, I was only 200 years off. And the signing of the Mayflower Compact in Providence Harbor. This 252-foot, 7.5-inch tall, 77.0 meters, Capnile is the largest all-granite structure in the United States and is part of the Providence Historical District. And if you look at pictures online, it looks like that. Every simmer wants to think they can fly the real thing if they can fly it in the sim. I feel bad, but I'll burst that bubble for them when it comes to helicopters. Well, I can't really say that's true because myself and others have jumped in a real helicopter and been able to do pretty well. Last time I got in an R-22, the instructor, of course, took off and flew it around, but he handed me the controls, and very gingerly, you know, in the U.S. he can't let go of them, but he was pretty loose. He said, I'm really barely touching them, and he was very impressed with what I could do, and so he let me go. He basically, okay, slow it down, let's go a little slower, let's ease it up, good, yeah, you're doing great, and he got me all the way, okay, you're hovering. And then he actually put his hands in the air, which he said, I'm not supposed to do this. But here we are, you're hovering. So it's not, I thought it was easier, honestly. I honestly thought it was easier than flying in a sim because the controls are so positive. You know, you can feel what you're doing. So I am convinced that in a zombie apocalypse, I can start that Huey and escape with all aboard. Real time, the lights are turned on. Oh, cool. Oh, look at that. Oh, what a nice shot. What a nice shot. There is a video from a long time ago of someone who bought his own, this is why I quit watching crash videos on YouTube. Someone who bought his own, I'm pretty sure it was either an R-22 or an S-300. And he bought it and thought he would just go fly it without any experience or lessons or anything. And the results were not good. I think he survived, but it was very ugly. You use XP10 while I was training, and it definitely reduced your time needed to... Oh, I would imagine. Because XP10 is closer. But also, just getting I think just having the idea of the coordination has got to help, no matter what you do. And let me take this out for a minute. I have to check my time. Oh, yeah, I'm pressing my luck here. What are we doing next? Very happy, managed to catch you... without crashing and landed, but didn't eat it for you to fly with me was a shaky flight. Nice. You passed your private in 49 hours. See, that's amazing. In a helicopter, that's incredible. But I imagine you did a lot of practice in the sim and out of the sim, like, because you can practice your lessons a lot. You know, think about what you're going to do and think about what you need to get through that. I'm looking at the map. I'm just looking at the map and looking at my time. We have 22 miles to there. We have 22 miles to a helipad. I think I'm going to go across the bay and go to Plymouth Municipal Airport. Across the bay and to Plymouth Municipal Airport, just there, and we'll wrap it up there. This flight plan doesn't matter because it's from a year ago anyway, so we're just modifying it a little bit. And if you have the Plum Island scenery and want to check it out, just go up there and fly. It's really nice around Plum Island. It is awesome. But because I'm leaving town tomorrow, I gotta start thinking about it. I gotta start thinking about what I'm doing. So we'll do that. Would redo your lesson. Yeah. You would debrief basically, which is extremely helpful. Extremely. By the time I was done with my lesson, I would be exhausted, but I would go in. I did fixed wing, and I did it definitely in less time than anyone expected. And that was with P3D. Well, I was on FSX and probably P3D version 1. But just knowing the controls, and I would always go to my airport and fly, and I would go over it first, before the lesson, like the day before. And the instructor even said, oh yeah, it's helping a ton that you know just what you're going to do. And I didn't realize till my check ride that we hadn't practiced one of the maneuvers in the check ride. There was one of the S turns across the road. We have never really covered that. Or if we covered it, it was months ago, and I completely spaced it. But the check ride guy was like, this is a lesson too. Let's just do this. And I'm sure you'll get it. And he still passed me. He just said, just do this. You know what you're doing. Maximizes the, yes, it does. Big time. And now, now we can use simulators at the airport. There's a lot of simulators that we can use and go. All right, check snacks. It is go time. Let's move on. Thank you for those awesome shots of that while I talked helicopters to another helicopter creator.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Let's see if he has a Twitch channel. Well, do you ever stream on Twitch? You're going to get a shout out. Whoops. You're going to get a shout out, and now you'll have to start streaming. Go check him out on YouTube. His main channel is YouTube. Very good creator. And knows more about what he's doing than I do. There we go. Oh, what chopper today? This is the CH-1. It's a new cow and sim helicopter. It was actually built by Cessna. So it's the first and only helicopter that Cessna built. And it's quite the story. I'm going completely the wrong way. Boy, it is cleared up nicely. Did I turn the weather off? I changed the time. I don't think I changed the weather that much. It's kind of a long flight across some water. That's just how it goes sometimes when you're out over bays. You know just enough to be dangerous. Well, you're an actual pilot. You know enough. Yes, the folks behind the little plane called the Cessna 172. And you can kind of see it. You can kind of see in the shape a little bit. that maybe it's a Cessna. It is one of the most unique helicopters out there. I haven't gotten to the part of the article where it tells me if any of them are still flying. I can't even see the other side here. Usually don't fly across this much water, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it today. Here we go. There's Donnie right there. Hey Donnie, you made it. Just cleared up and now we're gonna have nothing but a ocean of blue. 26 miles. We're doing 100, just over 100 knots. Should take us about 12 minutes. The cloud wall is awesome. Oh yeah, we just flew right out of it, didn't we? I just realized we just flew right out of it. Yeah, Red Heron is camera 2. Whoa, whoa. I'm over here crashing while I watch my own stream. Dangerous. It's very dangerous. Oh, and that reminds me, folks, tomorrow is another helicopter another helicopter flight. Another not stream helicopter flight on the Red Heron Sim Pilot channel. You can go to that Discord if you want to do more group flying. If you didn't know that you could do helicopter group flights, you could actually go there and watch. Usually Red Heron is streaming his part over the Discord. So you can kind of go watch. Should we assemble into a giant helicopter robot?
It's only
yeah.
a game. Why you have to be mad?
It is a wrong day? What do you mean it's a wrong day? Wednesday's a wrong day? It's Wednesday, so we must fly? That was the day long before myself. Oh, geez. I'm flying all over the place. I'm glad I'm on someone else's camera. I have to get myself together here. Okay, there's a whole bunch of helicopters behind me, so I'm still got people behind me. There we go. I'm having a hard time getting this helicopter to fly at constant speed. I guess it will if I stay at 90. I'm just not patient enough to stay at 90. I will be pretty tired, but I'm going to try auto rotation when we get to the airport, following exactly the instructions I was given moments ago. And you know what? That's what sims are for. That is what these things are built for. There's another wall of clouds. There's another cloud wall we're gonna fly right into. Oh my gosh. Ooh, yeah. That's crazy. Look at that. That's amazing looking, isn't it? We'll just turn on our glass cockpit when we get closer. We'll just hit the switch for the glass cockpit. I think I'm instinctively turning away from that cloud bank. And by doing that, I am turning away from the other side of the bay. So I have to go against my instincts and fly right into the cloud bank. Because, of course, where's the land going to be? It's going to be right there where the clouds are. Right there. Yeah. So, has anyone gotten this to work? What does it say? It says, don't burn yourself. That's right. Don't burn yourself. I love these old helicopters where the collective it basically is just a stick. I mean, they all are, but this is obviously just a stick. It's just a rod with a twist knob on it and a little hand protection. Getting a little low. Getting a little low and crazy. That right there, that's hard to see. That compass is a bit hard to see. We're over halfway across the bay here. Should see land any moment. Unless it's buried in the fog. Then we're never going to see it. Feet dry, Marco says. Not sure what that means, but okay. Feet dry. Feet are dry. Does that mean you're on land? Is that what that means? Joel doesn't know. Is this one of these Discord things? Discord only things? Only for the Discord folks? Only for the cool people? Millions over land as opposed to feet wet, which is over water. Ah. We got the base. I see land and there are lights. That's one thing about flying real time. You've got lights. 7 knots of wind now. Wow, it's really died down. Didn't you ever see Flight of the Intruder? Oh my gosh, did I? I don't know. I could swear I did, but I think I was 5 years old. I don't recall. What's ahead of me doesn't make sense right now. I'm seeing a great... Oh, that must be a smokestack. I was seeing this great big tower. It's like, what the heck is that? The heck is that? We're gonna get as close as we can before we turn. Yeah, I'd say that's a smokestack. I'm pretty sure that's a smokestack. Ooh, hey, there's a movie shot. It should have turned out of frame, though. Helicopter should have gone out of frame. Are you confusing Flight of the Intruder with Flight of the Navigator? I've seen Flight of the Conchords. You see Flight of the Conchords? Flight of the Phoenix, version 1 or 2. Zybok, there's no question. Version 2, I think, was an amazing POS. So for what it was, it actually turned out to be decent. But the first one, come on, come on, it's Jimmy. You cannot beat that. You can't beat Jimmy Stewart. 1965, hands down. Hands down. Even, you know, even with great respect to Dennis Quaid and everyone else who was in the second one, you can't be... Why did they do that? Why remake it? They should have just... put out the original again. Just re-release the original with a restored copy. Restored the original. They probably did. They probably did that as well. Right, I need some heights to do an auto-rotation. I said I was going to auto-rotate into the last airport. I'm going to do it. Need some heights. Am I on the right camera? Am I still here? Do I have it? Am I here? There it is, at the airport. In the dark, too. Dennis Quaid, what did I say? It was Dennis Quaid. I said the wrong thing, didn't I? That might have been some of his worst era, too. He's had a lot of difficulties, Dennis Quaid has. Also, the actor who played the model builder in the first one Really great actor. Another just really, really talented actor. And somehow really scary. He was somehow just creepy. And you didn't want to trust him at all. Y'all packed, Heidi? Oh, how's my wind? I need to check my wind because if the wind's going the other way, this isn't going to work. Nope, perfect. Perfect. Okay, but I want to be right over the runway. I want to try and make the intersection of the two runways. That's my goal. I think the German actor Hardy Kruger. Yes, I think that's correct. I think you're right. So when it disappears from my view, that's about when I've got it in sight. And I'm too fast. I gotta slow down. Slow down before I even enter the auto rotation. My collective is almost full down. So, I need to go this way, roll off the throttle, collective down. Oh yeah, it does do pretty good. When you set it up right, look at that. Bring that back up so we don't get too much speed in the rotor. Oh, it's gonna give me all day to rotate here. So I'm gonna go way past my mark. Way past my mark. Oh my gosh, I've got 3 days to auto rotate. Okay, nose down, get that speed back up. Slow it down. Oh, Red Heron just did it. He just did an auto rotate, I could tell. And bring in the collective. There we go, look at that. Oh yes, not too shabby. That what do you think? Are you still watching? Not too bad, huh? Pretty good. Anyone else? Anyone behind us? Auto rotate in. I don't care what you're in. Anybody? Let's do it. Sweet. Pretty good, huh? It wasn't terrible. If only I could do two cameras at once, because I would have loved to have seen that animation on the skid, but I see what you mean. They bounce. They bounce and slide. Very nice. Lots of control. I had more room than I thought. I thought it would drop faster. But all the numbers seemed pretty good. Like, they seemed very realistic. Very realistic. Well, it's time to play that song again. We're stopping early. If you were watching, if you were looking at the flight suggestion, it's ending a little bit early. What am I looking for? What in the jumpin' Jehoshaphat's is he looking for? That right there. Okay. We are gonna go. Yeah, I don't have enough volumes on my mixer. I need one extra one. Oh, actually, I just need to redo it. I just redo one thing so I can hit this and I can still be doing all right. Thanks so much. Thanks, everyone. Thank you for the follows. Thanks for coming in. You can manipulate the RPM by raising the lower collective and also pitching 4.5. So I was doing both of that. It's hard to see in it because it goes fast, right? I was only at 1,000 feet, 800 feet. So I was trying to do all those things. Thank you. Cobra, Red Heron, Marco, DeboFly, Rad Pilot, Randy, Donnie, Nova Stuff, Tom, Dipe, Tail Rotor, Nick, Cowley. Thank you so much for coming in. Thanks for flying along. We will see you next time. Next time will be Sunday. And I'll try and bring some pictures. Stick around for the raid.
So thanks for watching. What a ride. Hope to see you by our side. Join us next time for adventures new. Joe leading in the sky so blue. Woo! Flights with Joe, what a show. Laughter
Hey,